pushed me down. I heard music in its hand. When I stepped on stage at Alfred's, I brought my best shout and grab. Saw my friends playing Abram Boogie, swap stories at Boo Cafe. Too soon our time was over, and it still haunts my dreams today. You know I've always been a wanderer. I've never felt like I belong. Now that I'm baptized in the muddy water, the heart of Memphis calls me home. No, I've always been a wanderer. I've never felt like I belong. Now that I'm baptized in the muddy water, the heart of Memphis calls me
Oh, Memphis. It is the heart of Memphis. Thank you very kindly tonight. Michele D Amour from the Love Dealers is my fabulous Friday night guest. Thank you, Michele. Come on the show, please.
Yeah, glad to be here.
It's so awesome. You just rock. You sent me a Wiggle Room t-shirt about 2 months ago, and I'm sorry, I'm just not much of a selfie. I took one for J.P. Williams the other day to get my karma going because I got a little hurt. I know I need to get you too. I was going to bring both of them with me and change over and have the hairdresser take me both pictures, so I have to get that up for you.
Nice.
I know. It's so exciting getting all the fun stuff from all you guys and all you fine ladies here. And again, Blind Raccoon and Betsy Brown and bringing it all together here on the Hoomagoo. So again, Heart of Memphis. That's the brand new hot CD. Actually, it's just going to be coming out May 24th. And you have so much fabulous happenings with the Wiggle Room. So again, welcome to the show. Let's fill me a little bit. You've been a prodigy from age 6, I was reading. You've been playing for a long time, and God bless you for all your gifts and everything.
Yeah. I was one of those kids who was always walking around singing and dancing and making up stories, and started playing piano when I was around 5 or 6, and wrote my first song when I was 6, and have been doing it ever since.
And your first success that you came through with the Wiggle Room, that's been charting, and it still is charting from Washington and Seattle area. And congratulations for all that great stuff, Falling Down, Wiggle Room, and all those tunes.
Yeah, thank you. That's our third album, and it came out August 24th. So, yeah, now with Heart of Memphis that debuted at number 3 on the Jazzy Blues charts, Wiggle Room is still hanging out there at number 6. So that is not too shabby.
Yeah, and when you were at the International Blues Competition in January, you really got the momentum going because you were coming off the Wiggle Room, the great success with the Love Dealers, and then you were there, then you stopped into the studios, the Royal Studios, and then you created the Heart of Memphis that we're going to be hearing a lot of tracks coming up, and then again, that's coming out this month in a couple days. Tell us about how that journey all came to be.
So, We recorded Wiggle Room in the spring of last year, and it's always funny because the band gets done recording. They get done with all their solos and stuff, and they're like, "Whoo, we're done." And I just kind of look at them and go, "Yeah, you're done," because I'm going to still be working on mixing and mastering and everything else. But we got done with that in the spring and settled on an August release date. And in the meantime, we were rehearsing a ton because we were competing in the Washington Blues Society's International Blues Challenge. And we decided at that point that we were going to go to Memphis as a band regardless of whether we won. So we did make it to the finals, and then Sammy Eubanks from Eastern Washington ended up winning to represent the Washington Blues Society, and he came in third in Memphis. So that's a pretty darn good person to lose to. Is someone who ended up in the top three. But we made good on our promise, and we lined up a couple of showcases. So we were in the Pacific Northwest showcase. We were in the National Women in Blues showcase, and that's a heck of a show. Yeah. And then I thought, you know what? Let's look at recording while we're down there. And there's Royal Studios, there's Sun Studios, and kind of thought a little bit about what sort of vibe we wanted, and I thought, I really want more the Royal Studios vibe, and so I just sent them an email, and I was able to name drop a friend who's worked there and who's met Boo Mitchell, and just said, hey, here's who we are, and you've probably not heard of us, but here's who we are, and here's how our album's doing, because by then it was fall. And so Wiggle Room had been out for a while, and hey, I've won a few songwriting awards. By any chance, would you be willing to let us come in and do some recording? And Boo could not have been more kind or more gracious. He said, "Of course, I'd love to work with you guys. Let's look at the calendar."
And it just happened to coincide when you were going to be in town. And again, congratulations. Yes, now it's all coming back to me because some of the ladies from Blind Raccoon were there, Bridget Purdy and all that. Yeah, you got right up to the finals, the semis, and all that good stuff. And it was a happening kind of a vibe. Didn't you not know what time you were going to perform? You were kind of ready to go. Is that how the challenge was kind of set that way? Is that true?
Oh, for the National Women in Blues showcase. They were running early, and so we're just, it's a good thing my band's real professional because we had actually been hanging out and listening to the other bands, and so when they called us up, I think about 20 minutes earlier than was planned, we were totally good with it.
Yeah, exactly, because I thought that was really neat. It was kind of the relay of the bands of the blues to get their performance and the awards, so pretty cool stuff. Hey,
I have noisy doggos in the background. Sorry about that.
Oh, I love it. Live stuff. It's all great. Thank you again. Michele D Amour from the Love Dealers is the Hoomagoo guest here on Friday night. Blind Raccoon artist again. Thank you, Betsy Brown. Hey, let's get to some tracks now. I love to just talk, but then let's get the jams going. Memphis Soul Stew. Say that a lot of times in a real tongue twister. Memphis Soul Stew. But that's a cool tune. I love that. For the kids, the orchestra, bringing the bass, bringing that. That's one of those neat songs. I really loved it. I'd play it right away.
Okay.
Let's play it for everybody, and then we'll come back and rap about it. Thank you.
We're going to prepare a dish to share with all of you, and it's called Memphis Soul Stew. Now we're going to start out with half a cup of bass. And then we add to that a pound of fatback drums. And 4 tablespoons of boiling guitar. Just a pinch of organ. And finally, a half a pint of horn, please. bring that to a boil. We're gonna stir it up, and then we're gonna get it ready to serve up.